Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it'll be another profitable day for you. Monday Night Football, NFL, Week 5. One game on the slate tonight, no two gamers. So Packers in Vegas against the Raiders. Current line, Vegas favored by 2.5, total at 45.5. On this particular matchup here, Jordan Love, Jimmy Garoppolo is supposed to be back. Vegas on Monday night. Big news out of Vegas, I guess, is all the Salmonella candles are sold out because of the mosquitoes. And all the crazy stuff going on at the Sphere. And then later on next month, Formula One comes into town. So Vegas is kind of is the shiznittle, so to speak, at the moment. So and the Super Bowl being there this year. So it doesn't get for a much crazier time in Vegas. The town everybody loves to visit is giving even more tourists, which is exactly what they want. So about a 5:20 start out here west, 8:20 East Coast. To get into this game here, the line did move to 2.5. The line's been has been moving towards Green Bay as more sharp money comes in on the Raiders, and they're seeing something I'm not. And sharps aren't always right, and the average Joe bettors aren't always right. That was what makes football extremely interesting. But we do like the Packers here. I do see a tight game. I just even if the Packers don't win, I think they can still keep it within the 2.5. It might be a 1-point game either way, but we do like the Packers. We will take them plus a half first quarter, plus a half first half, and plus 2.5 for the game. And then we also like the Packers over 9.5 team total first half and over 22.5 team total for the game. We also like Jordan Love over 233.5 passing yards. Romeo Doubs, we like over 3.5 receptions, over 46.5 yards, and an anytime touchdown. We like a Jimmy Garoppolo interception. Davante Adams over 78.5 receiving yards. And a Max Crosby sack. So we'll run through those one more time for you. We do like the Packers plus a half. First quarter. Packers plus a half. First half. Packers plus 2.5 for the game. Packers over 9.5 team total first half. Packers over 22.5 team total for the game. Jordan Love over 233.5 passing yards. Jimmy Garoppolo to throw a pick. Davante Adams over 78.5 receiving yards. Max Crosby over a quarter of a sack. And then we also like Romeo Doubs over 3.5 receptions. Romeo Doubs over 46.5 receiving yards. And Romeo Doubs for an anytime touchdown. So got quite a good selection there, a little bit of both sides on this particular matchup. I just don't know if the Raiders can score 24, even against the banged-up Green Bay team. That's the reason why we don't like their team total there, and we don't like maybe the total for the game. I think the Packers can put up 24 points. So when you look at it that way, if you want to get to the total, you need 22 out of the Raiders. I don't know if you're going to get that out of them. It's definitely possible, but I don't know if it's feasible on that one there. I mean, if you forced me to a total, you'd force me to the under on that particular matchup. But I think the line's really close. 24. Doesn't this game smell 24-21 for the most part? You pick who wins on that one there. A total at 45.5. You're betting for a push is not necessarily what we're looking for. So at the comment section of this episode, make sure you do check out the link to the Google Sheets. This will have all of our bets that we just went through, all the units wagered on the bets, what book that they're at, and then also what juice they were gotten at, point spreads, all that kind of fun stuff. So make sure you check that out. If you do get in there, I will give you a slight tutorial. Sheet 1 is football last year. Sheet 2 is baseball this year. Sheet 3 is football this year. And Sheet 4 is basketball this year. We have a couple win totals already placed, so we want to make sure we get those. We do like those season-long bets. Definitely, I think there's a lot of value in those, but the hard thing is kind of sitting on the money for a lot of people, right? If we bet it today, we want to get paid today. We don't want to bet it today to get paid 9 months from now. But when we buy a stock, is it something that we buy and we're looking to sell the same day, or are we looking to see what it can make maybe over the next 6 to 9 months or longer? So when I buy shares of Apple, for example, and Google, I'm not really concerned about what the day-to-day is. They get looked at probably once a month, once a quarter, and I never really sell them. So it doesn't really make, on that particular one. So it's just the way you have to kind of structure your sports betting is kind of investing. When some of these people out there talk about sports investing, that's exactly what it is. We're making educated guesses just like you would on a stock, whether it's going to go up or down, sideways or in between. So same type of thing with sports betting. So make sure you get a chance to check out those Google Sheets and go through all of those. Also, if you could get subscribed and get notifications to the channel, so when we drop our bets, you get those first. It'll be right in your little subscriptions tab. Not a lot to look for. You'll even get a little blue dot or get notified to your smartphone that, hey, sports bets for free. Drop some more bets and match them up with what you like. That should give you a ton of confidence heading to the betting app or betting window. And let's go make some money, because that's what we're here for. We love sports, but we also love money. So make sure you get subscribe and get notified when you get some time. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.